Welcome, people. Me, Chef Dirty P, in the meth end of town. I went to the food bank yesterday. I'm always talking about how you never get fresh vegetables at the food bank. They gave me a cucumber. And they gave me an onion. They gave me 2 onions, actually. And I found a nice tomato in our garden. And they gave me a loaf of... The one thing about, food banks, you can get... the bread that you can get at these places is usually phenomenal bread. It's usually just, it's old. It's on its date, or it's a day old, or whatever. But I got this organic sprouted bread. I had also from the food bank that I got last month, I think, was a bottle of ranch dressing. I have in this bag a small handful of crushed sweet chili Doritos that I got at the dollar store. And I have some dollar store smoked oysters. So what I'm going to show you how to make today, oh, and I have some hot sauce too. I'm going to show you how to make something I used to, the meth end of town style of something I used to make all the time at the Cajun restaurant that I worked at. We used to make a sandwich. I'm sure they still sell them by the millions. Po' boy, that's what it's called. And a po' boy is just really a southern term for a sandwich. And it can have anything in it. But often you find them with things like with chicken or muffalata maybe, or shrimp, or oysters. And now being here in Ontario, where we are, and the closest thing to the ocean I have is the Dollarama down the street, we would always use smoked oysters at the Cajun restaurant to make this sandwich. So I'm going to show you how to make a smoked oyster po' boy, meth end of town style. So what you do, it's really easy, it's making a sandwich really. You take your oysters and you pop them. They're filled with oil, so you got to drain the oil. Alright, when that's done, you pop them open, and you got to be careful with the lid. You don't want that fucking oyster oil spraying everywhere, because it just reeks when it gets bad. You know what I mean? Check that out. Okay, and you put them in the Doritos and you shake them up so they get kind of breaded in the Doritos. Now, a trick that you can use to ease this along is take a little bit of the hot sauce and throw that in. That'll help the Doritos stick to the oysters. Then you take all that, you take your special high-tech oyster warmer, and you dump the bag. I'm just using a roll bread bag. You can use any bag you want, as long as it doesn't have a hole in it. And I'm just going to throw this bag away. And I got some Dorito breaded oysters here. I'm going to put them in the silver machine, as I call it. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to throw a couple breads in the toaster. Now, usually when you make a po' boy, it would be served on like a crusty roll kind of thing, right? Like a baguette. But we're doing this meth end of town style, and the rules are it's got to be from the food bank or the dollar store or gotten for free somewhere. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're working with here. So while I'm waiting for all this stuff to go, we're just going to heat these oysters up for like 40 seconds. And I'm just going to cut some cucumber And the cool thing about when you get vegetables from the food bank is they're not often, so, you know, sometimes it's like expired salad or something like that, but often it's like farmers' surplus, right? So it's usually pretty good stuff, you know. This cucumber is really nice. And you know, you can put anything you want on these. Like I'm just putting what I have. I have onions, tomatoes, and cucumbers. Oh, these are steaming hot. So usually at the Cajun restaurant, I would deep fry those in the fryer, and I bread them in the Cajun breading that we would use at the restaurant. But you know, Doritos, they work too. I'm also gonna throw some dollar store pickles on this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm having a good day, man. Feeling good. Gonna see my kids later. We walking dog. All right. So this is all looking good. Gonna get a plate here. Okay. Now I'm going to take my ranch dressing. Now usually I'd use mayonnaise, but I don't have any mayonnaise. And really ranch dressing and hot sauce are pretty much all I got. Condiments right now. But that's okay. So then I'm going to I just put some ranch dressing on the bread, on the one bread, and on the other bread, I'm going to just put a little hot sauce. And I'm going to dump the oysters onto it. Oh, yeah. If you haven't ever had Dorito silver machined oysters before, oh man, you're missing. People are scared of this stuff. No reason to be afraid of anything. Okay, so I'm just going to put my vegetables on top of that. And you know what? I think I even got a bit of salt. I do. Put a little bit of salt on that. Dollar store pickles. Oh yeah. This is not faking the good life. This is definitely the good life. Alright. Cut it in half. Now, yeah, like I said, usually this wouldn't be just a sandwich. It'd be on a crusty roll, but we use what we got, right? So, this is what we got. This is what we're using. Alright, so this is what we got. So, oh, cucumber fell in. This is a sandwich. See what I mean? Dorito oyster po' boy. Man, is it good. Holy moly. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'm going to work on a Thanksgiving special for this. But until then, be well. Stay free. I'll see you again in the meth end of town.